Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your triple cross reading for the month of December 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your moon sign or your rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your astrological chart, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there'll be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because I'm reading for a lot of Scorpions out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I would just like to let you know that I am now on Instagram and I am doing free oracle card readings for all of the 12 zodiac signs for the mid-month, every single month. It's a free service, so if you are in that social media platform, you can find me under Triple Tarot. And I hope to connect with you over there. All right, let's begin your reading. So down the center, we have the Justice card, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Empress, and this is a supporting card. This is a beautiful beginning for your month, but my favorite thing is seeing the Knight of Cups right out of the gate, because every tarot reader will have their own connection with the cards. Tarot is a very personalized thing because you need to have a very personal connection to the cards. You develop your own language with the cards. And for me personally, I love seeing my clients, and in this case, the sign I'm reading for, appear in their reading, especially in the center position. I love the center position and the ego the most. But yes, that denotes more control over the energies that are at your disposal. So that is a wonderful thing, because if we have control, it means that we can easily navigate with the energies and we can mitigate anything that we don't like. So very positive thing indeed. And the energies that are available here are, well, if you are a Scorpio that is dealing with a legal case, or it could be a financial situation, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So whatever it is, I do see that it's going to be moving a little bit more easily this month, this legal case or this financial situation. And so the procedures will make great advances throughout this time. I don't see a full-on resolution. It could be for some, but you still have to be a little bit patient with it. But I do see it coming around the corner in your favor, or at least favorable at that. Now, if you are dealing with a Libran, sun, moon, or rising, because the Justice card is a card that can represent that sign in the major arcana, I do see that this person loves you so very much. They value you above all else with the Queen of Pentacles. They think that you are a person that has a lot to offer, and therefore they are a person that you can trust, you can rely on. They can offer you counsel when it comes to practical matters or your finances in general. They add a lot of value to your life. That is the main point with this Libran person. Now, if you are dealing with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, I do see that there is a need to try to find more equilibrium between you. That is what the Justice card would like. I do see that it is a nourishing relationship, but it is lacking in equilibrium, that fine line between giving and receiving. So you can work on that. Now, in your root area, we have the Knight of Wands with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So try your best not to be impulsive this month, because this is the most impulsive, well, I guess the Knight of Swords is very impulsive too. But the thing with the Knight of Wands is just he just can't sit still. He can't stand still. So I do see impulsivity here when it comes to your finances. And the cards are suggesting that you act like the 9 so that you curb this impulsivity and be more practical and persevering and constant when it comes to all matters of work and organizing your time as well, because time is also represented by the suit of pentacles, because time is valuable, and that is what the pentacles suit talks about, are the things that we deem valuable. So time is definitely that. It is super valuable. And the reason why you should allocate or organize your time is so that you don't feel overwhelmed and lacking in energy and feeling fatigued and feeling like you're going against time, like you're fighting against it. Now, if you are dealing with two very different people, two very different characters, they could be younger than you are, because this is a knight and this is a page, but this could just denote their personalities. They're a little bit more immature than you are. But I do see that you're going to be called this month to be the mediator, the peacekeeper, the referee, if you will. So try your best to be neutral when it comes to dealing with this situation where you feel stuck between two people and having to mitigate their arguments, or being a mediator of some sort. So try to be neutral as best as you possibly can, and seeing the situation as objectively as possible so that it doesn't affect your energetic field. Because otherwise I do see it bringing you down, and we will see a dip in your energy level for the month of December. We don't want to see that. So a way to mitigate that is by trying to be very, very neutral, very rational, and very objective. All right, now in your recent past, we have the 7 of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the 9 of Pentacles. So I do see that you could be dealing with a lot of fragile egos on the part of other people, or it could just be people that are very argumentative, or they're quite stubborn. That's the 7 of Wands energy. And they are just not able to listen, to take the time to listen and to understand your point of view. So what the cards are suggesting that you do is to not fight so hard to have your own point of view or your own voice heard. If people can't value what you think, can't value where you stand, they're not really worth engaging, are they? So that is what the Hanged Man is calling or inviting for you to do, is to recognize that silence is a form of response. And it is a very powerful form of responding, because it also implies that you only deal with things that are worthy of you. Because we do have this 9 of Pentacles, and Pentacles, they talk about worthiness, and the 9 here is a very singular card focused on you. It's very self-focused. So things that you invest your time, your knowledge, your heart of yourself will only be invested in if you think that they are worthy of you in general. So that I cannot agree more with the cards. So try not to fight for what isn't really worth it. Try not to lower your level, your frequency for anybody else, and don't. As a general note for all of the signs of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I do see that big expenditures with the Nine of Pentacles are perhaps not recommended. The Hanged Man is asking for you to be mindful of your budget, to stick to your budget, and to not compare your budget with other people's. Because sometimes, you know, we see somebody spending $20 on a shirt and that's too expensive, $200 on a shirt and that's too expensive, but maybe for somebody else $200 is not that much. So wherever it is that you fall on the spectrum of money and your finances, just know that you have to do what is right for you. Now, in your crowning position, we have the Ten of Cups, the Death card, and the Three of Swords. So we do have a difficult card, but we have a beautiful card, and we have you down the center, which is very, very positive. Why? Because like I said here with the Knight of Cups, it is a representation of you. The Death card is, and it's your representation in the major arcana, and the major arcanas are major for a reason. They have more weight. So you coming out as this denotes more control over this energy, and you can easily mitigate the energy of the three. And what is the three? We do see here, especially when I combine this trio, is that you could be missing somebody like a family member to you, because we have the Ten of Cups, and tens represent our family, and this doesn't necessarily have to be blood relatives. It could also denote friends and partners, lovers. So you could be estranged from someone, not necessarily because you've broken up. We'll talk about breakups in a moment. But it talks about distance, and you could be missing this person. Now, for others of you, I do see that you are missing a loved one to you that passed away. And that is something that is very common to feel throughout this month of December, because we do have the holiday season upon us, and that is when we realize the hole that these people have left in our lives. So I do see that you do have a lot of beauty and a lot of wonderful support around you from loved ones should you need it. By all means, you don't have to shoulder this pain alone. These people are here for you. They're ready to give a helping hand and give you so much emotional support. Now, I do have to talk about this. For some of you, you could be dealing with a breakup, because the Death card and the Three does denote a breakup of someone you really, really loved. Perhaps this was by your own hand. You could have initiated this breakup, but that doesn't mean that it's not an easy thing to do, to break up with somebody. Breakups are always hard, no matter who does the breaking up, who starts that conversation. And just know that even though there is pain, there is a sense of loss, there is hurt here, and there is a need to lick your wounds. By all means, you have appeared here in the center of your crowning position, so that means that you can definitely deal with this pain. You can definitely go towards the people that you love. They are here for you. This could be friends and family that are ready to bring that emotional and spiritual support that you need. Now, in your future position, we have the Two of Swords, the King, and Four of Wands. So your sign will definitely be overwhelmingly supported by loved ones, by family. That's the energy of the four, numerologically and astrologically. So just by being in their presence and delighting yourself in their effervescent energy, and just having their either physical presence or just listening to them, for example, on a call or communicating with them, I do see that will be enough to unblock you, because there is a sense here of you having been blocked or not being able to see yourself or your life quite clearly with the Two of Swords, and unable to make decisions at that. So by all means, now is the month to feel that support and to go towards these supportive people that are here to bring about more stability in your emotional life. Now, this is especially true if you are dealing with a fire sign, and that could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Otherwise, I do see that if you are a Scorpio that is in a creative field, you will have a sudden boost of creative energy halfway through the month, especially by going out and socializing. So by all means, you get invites halfway through December, take them. Take them, because they will be very fruitful, and it will help you unblock yourself creatively and thinking outside the box as well. Now, in your ego position, we have the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So, two difficult cards paired with something beautiful. And that is what we saw here as well. So, a lot of synergy with the cards. And what the cards here, this trio specifically, are trying to tell you is that you have options here. Whatever it is that you have felt stuck with, the could have, should have, but didn't work out in the way that you wanted to, and holding on to that emotion of melancholy, of loss, of sadness, this is a choice for you to make, because we will all feel pain. That's a human emotion. We sadly cannot avoid pain, because pain is really what makes us grow as human beings, as spiritual beings at that. So we can't avoid that, but we can definitely avoid this feeling of being stuck in this rut of pain, because pain is something that we feel, but suffering is optional. So there is a fine line, and you have to set boundaries when it comes to feeling or realizing the difference between sadness, melancholy, and suffering. They're two very different emotions. And the Six here, this beautiful Six of Wands, has appeared to remind you that there is so much beauty in your life. There is success here, especially if you're a working Scorpio. And otherwise, this is just you being recognized by your own value from your friends and family, just because you are a wonderful person to have. So the key here is going to be perspective, because your perspective is definitely going to dictate your reality. Now, in your environment, we have the Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So once again, this is a mirroring what we talked about here in your recent past of dealing with people that are perhaps very stubborn. They just want to be right at all costs. They're not going to be receptive or truly care about your own point of view. So they could be talking in a way that is, or choosing their words in a way that is very cutting, that isn't very productive to being heard or to actually finding resolution in an amicable way. So dealing with these people, just know that if you open the door to emotionally or just unstable people, or people that bring instability into your life, opening the door would be talking with them, would be engaging with them. So choose not to. Choose instead to recognize their behavior for what it is, their pattern for what it is, because that's just the kind of people they are. So it's best not to engage sometimes. Like I said, silence here can be a very powerful form of response. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Tower card. So I do see that you wish that you were in a financial space that is more stable than it currently is. And I do see that for some of you, you will want to go back in time so that you can make different choices when it comes to your spending, your finances, your investments, or with a person that you valued so very much. You have regrets here and you're looking back at the past. I do see a lot of you guys reverting back to the past. We saw that here. We saw that here as well. So the best thing that you could do, the biggest present that you could give yourself for the holiday season is to just live in the now. The now is the only thing that we have, and just know that whatever it is that could have, would have, should have been, or whatever it was that was difficult with Three of Swords here in your crowning position, it has made you a better person. It has given you the wisdom to being able to recognize the value of now, the value of money, and the value of people that are worthy of you. Now, in your outcome for the month of December, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So at the end of the month, I do see a lot of communication coming at you, and a lot of invitations as well. But I gotta say, a lot of you are not going to be lured into these parties or meetings with other people. You will instead prefer to be on your own or in your own home. You will feel a lot of solace in your home because the four is very representative numerologically and astrologically of house and home. And why you're choosing to do this? Because you want to recharge your batteries with the Page of Wands and feel more clear mentally. All right, Scorpio, that is the end of my reading for you. I would like to thank you so very much for watching my video and for supporting my channel, for all of your comments, for all of you who have decided to subscribe to my channel, and for giving me a thumbs up and sharing this video with somebody else that might need to hear these messages. And also a very special thanks to all of the people that have taken their time and donating to my channel. Truly, any denomination makes a lot of a big difference for me. It helps me keep these videos for free on my channel, and it lets me know that my work here is valued as well. Now, if you'd like to donate to my channel, if you feel called to do so, I am placing a link, it's rather, in the description box below. And if you feel called to do so, I would like to thank you so very much in advance. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram under Triple Tarot. And if you'd like a private reading with me, you can do so by visiting tripletarot.com. You can see my services and my rates over there. All right, Scorpio, I am wishing you a very blessed, beautiful month and a happy holidays and a happy new year. I will see you guys in January. Bye-bye.